Alright, to attach this smaller servo mount, we take our 3D printed part and orient it this way. So when you orient it this way, the servo will attach in this orientation. So make sure this mounting point for the servo is on this side. So first, to attach this servo mount, we will use these holes in the linear rail. So first we'll use the M2 16mm screws. So 2 M2 16 goes in. Both sides. Alright, so we've pushed these through. Just screw this in by hand first. Alright, next we will use this hex wrench that comes in the kit for these screws, and we'll just put the hex wrench in on one side and then provide a counter torque here by holding the nut in position. You can use a wrench. In my case, I find it easier to use these cutters that come with the 3D printing kit. So I'll just hold it in position. Tighten it, and then do the same for the other side. For the other screw, other nut, sorry. Hold the nut in position. Okay, so our servo mount is kind of attached. Still need to make it straight. So to make it straight, I kind of loosen this a little bit, and then you can kind of reposition it till it's kind of straight. Don't over tighten it, otherwise it will move again. But this seems to be fine. Doesn't need to be perfect. We have a nice perpendicular rail to this linear rail. Perpendicular slot. So our second rail will go in here. Next, we're going to attach our servo to this mount here. So to do that, just align the servo with the holes here. Make sure the wire for the servo is pointing down, and we'll use these M2 by 12 millimeter screws. Screw it in by hand first. This part requires some fine motor skills. This is not easy. Okay. Alright, it's roughly in place for now. Let's do it for the bottom screw. Alright, so I managed to somehow put it on. It's gonna tighten it by hand, and then we will use the hex wrench and then this cutter to provide the counter torque. Seems like I used the wrong hex wrench, so we'll try again. Same for the top one. Okay, that's good enough. Our second servo is now attached, and let's test it out.